Perfect. Okay, it's working. Perfect. So we have Chris from AnyColourCar. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, doing all right. Like I said before we started recording, we're doing these dealer success calls with everyone. So just wanted to hear from you. I know you use the MSAI system on a daily. So I think just to start out, very simple. I mean, you have been using the system for a few months, and how would you say your overall experience has been since you started using the MSAI system?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. Like I said, there's not too many negatives really that I can say about the system. I've worked in quite a couple of dealerships now as well, whether that be large car supermarkets or whether that be main dealer. And there's no system really that actually comes close to what this offers, because it offers so much in one platform. It touches a lot of bases. Like I said, not having to use cross platforms really. So the overall experience is good. The system's so easy to use and so easy to navigate. Like I said, whether it's flicking between your finance applications or the chat logs. So that's one of my favourite features, because when you've got finance applications, there's so many details on sort of one page. Just at the click of a button, you can click and chat with them. And it's not just like, say, one form of chat log. It's WhatsApp, it's email, it's text. So yeah, it is a really to use, and like I say, we're getting on with it really well.
Perfect. And I think you're part of the sales team heavily, so you do a lot of sales on a day-to-day. So, and I would imagine before you adopted the full MSAI system, there was some sort of process in place. So how did that look before, and how does the sales process look now that you're using MSAI?
So the system really that we use, it wasn't really a direct system. We'd either use the Auto Trader portal, or like I say, it'd a lot be like emails, and we'd also have a separate like WhatsApp that we'd use, which can be a pain really, just to be able to flip between, and also just keep a track of everything that's coming through, because like as a lot of dealerships know, there's a lot of inquiries that come through. So being able to manage them all can be a bit of a pain. And when, like I say, you've got a system like this, it just makes it 10 times easier to use, just everything being in one place. And that's really the Bible for us, really. We're always working off that one system, everything's there. So yeah, we don't really need much else. So it's great.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of people do use, I mean, I speak to dealers also, and they try to use spreadsheets, and then sometimes the WhatsApp is on someone's phone, and it just seems long sometimes. I guess, like, how does the communication happen? But I guess that's good to hear that it's been really beneficial from a sales process perspective. And we also have you using our storefront website. I don't know if your feedback from that, and do you feel like you're getting a bit more inquiries now that you have the storefront website, or like, are you getting more traffic basically now that you're fully using our website as your solution?
I would say we are, because like I said, because it's now linked to our website, whether that be local customers or customers that have obviously seen the car on either Auto Trader or on our website directly, the way it's linked to our website just makes it so much easier to get the answer to what you want. So whether that be sort of, because we have a lot of, we call them sellers of cars. So that's like people who are just wanting to either get a price for the car or looking to part exchange the car. Literally a click of a button, they're putting a couple of details in, and they're getting an estimated Auto Trader price. And like I say, it linked straight through to the MotorSales.AI portal. So it, like I say, it's just 10 times easier to use, and with inquiries as well. Click on a button just on one of the cars, and it sends a message straight to us. So yeah, 100% it directs more people to us rather than sort of third parties having to sort of deal them through there. So the direct contact is the good part.
Perfect. And you mentioned that one of the bots will pick that up. So one of the AI agents that we have on there is Theo. I don't know if you've seen Theo at work on your system. What do you think about Theo? Is he helpful?
So yeah, we've had Theo for, like I said, I can't remember when you brought it in, but it's probably been a couple of months now. So I've experienced Theo quite a lot. And it's like a third little salesman really. So it's great to have him just as a tool. I'll be honest, he's not going to be a tool that's going to be overtaking us. And like I say, replying to all the customers all the time. But the good thing is, like I say, we never miss an inquiry now. So, but we don't, because we're switched on. But for example, on a Sunday when we're closed, there may be 5 inquiries that come. I can answer the basic questions. You can say, look, I need these details for your car to be able to get a price in place. So, and like I say, they'll reply straight away. Then we walk in on a Monday morning and we've got all the details that we need. So it does make it 10 times easier. Like I said, I'll be honest, like I said, there were a couple of little teething problems at first, but which is to be expected with any new system. But like I said, they seem to all be ironed out now. So yeah, like I said, it's just a nice little salesman for Travis back up if we're all busy. He can be answering questions, but the way you've also tailored him, he actually answers questions directly about the car. So say, for example, if I said, I'm buying a Ford Focus, what's the mile per gallon? He'll actually go in and he'll find the mile per gallons and things like that and answer direct questions. So he is a really, really good tool to use.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Theo's doing quite a lot, to be honest. And I'm glad that you're seeing the benefit of having him on there. And I'm also glad that you mentioned that he's not going to be taking over from you, because again, I think people are a bit skeptical about AI sometimes. So so it's good that Theo's on there doing his job, and it'll never be a person really, but like you said, it's helpful. It's a third person, so to say. Yeah,
it works well, say 100%.
Yeah, perfect. And I guess that's from a sales inquiry side of things. From the finance side of things, because the system does also have the CRM side of things, has that been beneficial? I know you have quite a lot of integrations on your system, so you can send to different lenders on there. So how has that side of the using the system been, really, the finance side?
Again, it's been good because, like I say, on the portal, there's a couple of ways to access sort of certain things. So first of all, we have the tax bar that will separate sort of the finance leads from the normal leads that will come through. And literally all you can do, you can click on the taskbar, it'll bring all the finance applications that we've got in, and then it'll bring up all the details that you'll ever need, really. Because it's like gold dust, really, because we've got all the customers' details for the application. We've got deposits that we put in. They've obviously, it's already brung through for the price of the car. And my favourite section on it is, like, Dave will know this, when they're going through an application, it can be quite a lengthy process to do with a customer, whether they're in store or whether they're over the phone. But with the platform, with them being able to just fill the application out, obviously at the comfort of their own home, we've got all the details that we need to be able to send it to a lender. So at the end, there's send to lender button. And all the lenders that we have, like I said, MotorNova, Black Horse, Car Finance 24/7, tons of obviously brokers that we use, and I'll let's click of a button and it's gone. So it just makes it quick, easy, and efficient to be able to send it over to the lenders. So it's been great.
Yeah, and also I think the whole team has access to this. So if you're speaking to a customer, for example, and you're going to be off the next day, someone else can still have the ability of that. So I think that's probably helped with just working as a team, I would say, maybe.
100%. Well, that's the good thing about sort of the taskbar and the separate inquiries, because obviously that's our main hub that we use. So nothing's ever missed, because all the previous customers we had over the last couple of days are on there, but the finance ones also integrate with them. So it's nice to have literally everything in front of you. Nice, easy to use, nice access. So there's not really much not going for this portal, just because of, like I say, how easy and convenient it is to use. But like I say, the finance proposal, because they're linked to our website, all the details are all passed through. Also, another great thing is that they'll message the customer to confirm that we're happy to send it to the lenders. So sometimes obviously you need permission to be able to send it on, and then most of the time the customer replies saying confirm. So say, for example, this happens on a Sunday evening, we come in on a Monday morning, we've already got the confirmation from the customer, all the information that we need, and we're good to go. So yeah, it is really, really good.
Perfect. And I'm just thinking now, as you're speaking, and conversations that I've had with other dealers as well, is I think a big stress point is just managing that sales process and staying on top of things. And there are some cases where it's an independent dealer, it's one person, and they have these inquiries coming in, and it's just difficult to manage. But I know that you, using MSAI, have seen the automation side of things, so the messages being sent out, of course you have Theo and all of those things. So I would imagine that also has helped, just even you going away and doing a test drive with a customer, because you know the system is doing what it's doing, or you get to focus on other things because the system is sort of doing a lot of the groundwork. I don't know if you would agree.
I agree. No, 100%. Because like I say, it's for example, because we've got a couple of salesmen here, we've got me and another guy who work together. Say, for example, it's a Saturday and it's a really, really busy day and we're both out on test drives and we haven't even got a chance to speak to obviously any inquiries that come through. Theo's there, Theo's replying. And the thing is that's good about it, it's not just sort of like a basic reply. It's quite a detailed description of what the customer needs or wants. Like I said, just answering the questions. So that's the good thing about him. Also as well, say for example, it's a specific customer, you've also got loads of options to be able to disable or enable him at any point that you want. So again, it's nice to have that feature there to use. But yeah, he's been a godsend for you. It's been good.
Perfect. Okay. I think, let me just go through all of the products then. So we have Inquiry Hub, which we've touched on. So managing your leads. The website, again, which we've touched on. The finance side of things. Theo. I think that could be all of it. So I guess we can quickly touch on the support side of things. So how's the support? I mean, if you need anything, does that stuff get taken care of? How is that side of working with the system been in terms of support and using it?
It's been good because, like I said, as you probably know, we were one of the first sort of dealers who were using your platform. And obviously we've got WhatsApp groups with yourself, you're in the group, I know that, and your team. Click of a button, like so we're messaging you, you're replying to messages. But also the good thing, if we sort of had any sort of critiques that we thought could have improved, whether that's speed of the system or adding a taskbar or something like that, like I say, you were there really every step of the way and you've implemented it quite quick and it's worked. So yeah, no, you've been really supportive, so like I said, we can thank you for that.
Perfect. Yeah, we can thank you as well, because I think the more feedback we get from you, the better we can make the system.
Yeah, that's it. It's all working together really, because like I say, we want the system to work for us and other dealers, and obviously that's what you want as well. You just want the system to be nice, easy, flow well, and that's how I think we've worked together. We've supported each other, and it's been a success so far, I would say.
Nice, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to slightly throw you under the bus here and just say, if you were speaking to another dealer or another person in the car industry and they said, why do you use MSAI? I mean, what would you say to such a dealer or person?
Well, like I say, as I've worked in other dealers and I know what systems are like, they'll know that there's a lot of sort of hoops to jump through with other systems. With this system, the reason why I'd recommend it is because, again, like you said, if you're a one-man band and you don't have all the time in the world, that's why this works well, because really you're adding another salesman to your sales force with Theo, who's answering the questions. Your finance apps are all in one place, and it also quickens the process rather than having to call the customer or get the customer in, do a full application. Your application's there. You can send it to a lender and you can go do whatever you need to do and wait for a response, which they work really well with because they all come through the portal. You also get emails as well coming through because it links to that. But I couldn't recommend it more. Just because of, like I say, how easy it is and stuff like that. It's a no-brainer, really. It is a no-brainer.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. I think I'm out of questions now, so I think we're all good now. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say or add, or is that all fine?
To be fair, like I'm just having a quick look through my notes, I don't really think there's much else that I need to add. But people really just need to actually get on board and see the benefits and just even have a chat with you, because like I said, to see how the system works, because there's only really one way it's going, and that's up. I know the dealerships, like you said, have had success with it and it's worked really well for them, so there's no reason why it couldn't be implemented in your really big stores, because like I said, it's so much easier for you, like your 40 salesmen, to either go on and just have separate sort of things for them or to deal with other people's customers. Or like I say, your smaller dealerships, which we're not the biggest dealership in the world. We all work as a team, but it's great that everything's in one system. Can't miss an inquiry, really.
Amazing. Great. This is really good. Thank you, Chris, for your time.
No worries. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, well, this is, I guess, the end of the video. So, yeah, thank you for your feedback. This is really good, and we're looking forward to what we're going to do with AnyColourCar in the system, really.
Yeah, that's it. Fingers crossed it's the only ways up, so we'll see.
Yes, only ways up. Thank you, Chris. Hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Same to you. See you later.
All right, bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.